have discussed the concept of conversion of passive to active as well as active sentences into passive for different kind of tenses. Now in this video we are going to understand the concept of conversion of active sentences into passive sentences for the interrogative sentences. Now we all know that interrogative sentences are all those sentences in which we ask questions. Questions usually begin from how, when, had, have, has, will, may, etc. So in this video we are going to understand how to convert these type of questioning sentences from one form to another. So first we are going to discuss the conversion of active form to the passive form. So here we are going to understand the rule for active sentences which are in interrogative form. So the ones which are in interrogative form, they will always begin with helping verbs plus the subject plus third form of verb plus the object. Right? So helping verbs, the example of helping verbs can be have, had, will, may, when, who, etc. There are many more, but basic are these, right? Have, had, will, may, when, who, has. These are the example of helping verbs. And the rule for passive sentences in interrogative form. Now for interrogative form, again it will begin with helping verbs. So here we are seeing that in rest of the cases, the sentence always started with a subject. But in case of interrogative sentences, in both active and passive form, we will always begin with helping verbs. Which means that the position of helping verbs will not change. Either we are converting active to passive form or from passive to active. So here also in passive sentences, the sentence will begin with helping verb plus the subject plus been plus the third form of verb followed by and followed by the object. We know that by is necessary for making passive sentences. So whenever we are forming the passive sentences, the usage of by is almost compulsory. So let me explain with the help of example. The first example is, has she done her work? Now over here, has is my helping verb, she is my subject, has is my verb which is helping, done is the verb in third form, and verb over here is my object. Right? So has she done her work? This is my simple active form. I want to convert the active sentence into passive. Now I know that my helping verb will not change. So I will say, has her work been done by her? Right? Because she gets converted to her. So has her work been done by her? This is my sentence in passive form. Another example can be, have you given Raju some money? Now, if I ask the question, have you given Raju some money? This is my sentence in active form. I want to convert this into passive, so my helping verb will remain the same. Have some money been given? Here again we are noticing one thing, that my verb does not change. The form of my verb remains same in active as well as in passive. So, have some money been given by you to Raju? Right? Now, in this sentence, even if I do not make use of by you, even then my sentence is correct. Have some money been given to Raju? Right? If I am asking that person, I do not need to mention that, oh, I am asking you. Why? Because the eye-to-eye contact or the conversation clearly says that I am asking that person only. So, in this case, by you, even if we do not use, is not necessary. It will not change the meaning of the sentence. Now, helping words like when, why, where, how, what do not change their positions in the sentences when you convert them from active to passive or from passive to active. So, helping verbs like when, where, how, what, all these helping verbs do not change their position when converted from active to passive form. So whenever these verbs are converted from active to passive, their position in the sentence will remain the same. However, there are some words like who. Now, who in active form gets converted to by whom. And whom in active form gets converted to who in passive. Here also by whom gets converted in passive. So I can explain this with example. Example is, who called you? Now, who called you is a simple sentence in active form. If I want to convert this sentence into passive, I will say, who gets converted to by whom? By whom were you called? So, who called you is a simple past tense, and the simple past tense gets converted in passive form with the use of were or was. So, by whom were you called? This sentence is in passive form. Another example is who invited you at the party? Again, who will be converted to by whom? So I will say, by whom were you invited at the party? So this is my sentence in active form, and by whom is my sentence in passive form. So here who gets converted to by whom, and whom gets converted to who. Whom did you call? So whom did you call gets converted to. Now here whom will get converted to who. So I will say who was called by you. Here whom gets converted to who. So whom did you call gets converted to who was called by you. So in this video we discussed about conversion of active voice into passive voice for the interrogative sentences, and interrogative sentences are those sentences which are used for asking questions. The sentences which indicates the question form are referred to as interrogative, and for the interrogative sentences conversion we have understood that the helping verb position in the sentence will not change for conversion of active sentences into passive form. Their position will remain the same while the others may change.